What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Tony Blaze. Now, y'all see me over here on the couch, nice, cozy, the cold air. Y'all, it is that time of month. And I'm not gonna lie, it's bittersweet. Like, I hate the cold, but I get to just be cozied up. And before we get started, you guys, the Clear Cubes, Bangin' Strawberry. No, it's not sponsored, but get you one of these, and also go check out my music video, Tony Who. It just dropped, and I have a new song coming out called Up. There is a snippet on my YouTube and also all on my socials. So Tony Blaze doing big things. Jordan's Clubhouse 2 Fire TV network partnership. I mean, it's fire. It's fire, guys. It's fire. But I know why you guys are here. Duh, Baddies USA, y'all. And before we get into Baddies USA, right? Yes, Lemmy did say that he would think about doing 2 episodes. I don't know why he said that, because the whole internet went up in a uproar when it didn't happen. But guys, you just have to understand production value. Having that good professional reputation, that's something that any company wants to uphold. But anyway, let's get up into this. So yeah, I have 4 pages of notes here. Like, this episode was good, okay? But the intro, I have a question about the intro. Where's Diamond the Body? Now, I saw her post on Instagram where she went and did the intro shoot. But I'm just trying to figure out, where is she? Where is she? I mean, this is the Diamond the Body. I don't know. But they did her wrong, especially if they were supposed to use her. But then I have to be fair and say she didn't come in until the very end of the season. Apparently her nose is broke. She had a doctor's note. Diamond the Body. So the episode starts, and the first thing we see is Biggie running up on Smiley. And that got broken up really fast. It then cuts, and we see Tink running up on Cold Killer. And I have to say that Tink got this round. She definitely won this round. I guess she just had to warm up. I mean, she's had her baby, so she just had to warm up. You know what it is? It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. After that fight, Biggie and Smiley run another fade. Now, this time, we got to actually see their fight. Yo, Biggie and Smiley's fight is like watching a cartoon fight. Like, it's hilarious. And I feel like it was a tie, of course, but we get to finally understand why they're fighting, which, when they say it, it's like, duh, but so much BS gets posted on social media that we be forgetting, right? So, Biggie wants to fight Smiley because Smiley was talking shit about Biggie's husband that passed away. Biggie, do your big one, girl. You ain't wrong. You is not wrong. But I do want to point out, Sapphire looks the fuck good. She's like a school teacher, schoolgirl. Like, and then her and that notepad, Sapphire is T. Like, Sapphire is the bomb.com. So glad they brought her back. I love her fashion. I love her style. She is second best to Miss Tommy Lee herself. Like, Sapphire is really that girl. And then Tink is going around taunting Cold Killer with her hat, with her beanie. And I'm just sitting here like, damn. Like, Cold Killer, you had it in the beginning, sis. I don't know if you got tired. I don't know, because Tink's a big girl. I don't know if you got tired. I don't know what it was. You had it in the beginning, but now Tink is just running around with Cold Killer's hat. And do y'all put in the comments, do y'all think Tink is being performative? Because we have to be fair and realize that Tink has been acting like this since she first came on Baddies with Diamond the Body, when she was on the ground doing that. we have to remember that Tink has always been like this. So I see a lot of comments talking about how Tink is being performative. She's doing too much. But this has literally been the same Tink. Literally. Now, the camera goes outside and we see Tommy and Scotty walking in, and Tommy looks bomb.com / shop here now. Get one of these. Tommy looks so good. Scotty is looking good, good, good with that bust down. She's wearing that all black to try to hide that baby bump. Scotty, baby, we know, baby, and we know. Congratulations, sis. I'm proud of you. You're from North Carolina, so big ups to you, Scotty. Big ups to you, sis. Now, Tink and Kokilla fight again as soon as Tommy and Scotty come in, and the fight was hard to see, but whenever the camera did actually show us the fight, Tink has Kokilla on the ground, dragging her, so with Kokilla's hat on her head. So I'm going to give that round also to Tink. Like, y'all, I think Tink just had to warm up. She's been off Baddies for a season. She just had to warm up. She just had to get up in there. And that's what she did. She got up in there. Clock that T. Clock that T. So Big Lex gets up and says that she has some unfinished business to do from the reunion when Tavi and Fauna decided to jump her. Both rounds, it was a tie with Lex and Tavi, but I do want to say Tavi came in this season. She wasn't going for it. Okay, she was fighting hard. She was fighting for her life. That fight was them 2 rounds that Lex and Tavi did was definitely a tie. Tavi did her big one. Lex did her big one. I'm proud of Tavi. Tavi was like, I'm not this season. Her face was clear. Her eyes was clear. She was good. I said, there you go, Tavi. You learned something, boo. Now, Lex versus Fauna, I'm going to say that was a tie. I don't know. Their fight, when Lex and Fauna fight, I don't know. I can't, like, it was a tie. Like Fauna isn't just, you're just not gonna beat Fauna up. Like you have to work for that. So when Lex and Fauna fight, it's just like I can't explain it, y'all. It's not really exciting. It's not tea. Like I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Now Miss Tanisha the diva, Miss Tanisha got the godmother herself of Bad Girls Club, walks through the door, and of course when she walks in, it's still chaos. All hell is still breaking loose. And this is first of all, Tanisha already knew all hell was gonna break loose. But when Tanisha first hopped out her sprinter, y'all, did y'all see her look left and right? She was like, she had to make sure she was in the clear. She said, I don't trust none of you. She said, I don't trust nobody. Like the way Tanisha was looking, like Tanisha was definitely giving from Flatbush, New York. Flatbush, New York. I'm from Flatbush. She was definitely giving New York energy. Like her hair was on a swivel the whole time. On a swivel the whole time. And I don't know if it's for play or if it's because she has turned to God now, but to me it's giving Krishan is trying to be a peacemaker. Like she's in the middle of everybody's argument. She's giving her 2 cents in. She does seem calmer, but it just really seems like she is trying to be a peacemaker. Now, Tasiki versus Summer, y'all. We know they fought 100 times throughout the episode. Listen, I'm just gonna put this right here. First, Tasiki spared Summer. Tasiki could have really, really hurt Summer. Them 6, 7, 1,000 rounds they went, y'all. Summer was running. Summer was still talking her shit. Summer, she was scared, but I felt like she didn't really want to get embarrassed on Zeus. So she was talking her shit, like the stuff that she was saying. I was just like, girl, are you okay? Like, do you know what Tasiki can really, really do to you? Like, are you cool? Like, what are you doing? But Summer, I don't know. Sorry, y'all. My phone lost storage. But yeah, Summer just she wasn't backing down from Tasiki. But at the end of the day, you just gotta pick them battles more wisely. Now, Lex did say she didn't jump in because she didn't agree with what Summer was saying. So why should she jump in? You know, Summer was saying all that stuff on the internet. So she feels like Summer should be able to stand on it. And Dolly also tried to separate the fight at one point too. So everybody saying that they didn't do anything is crazy. They both did try to intervene in some way. Now, Anna tried to hit Smiley. They didn't really show it, but Anna did go online and say that she did hit Smiley, and she's the reason why Smiley had the seizure. But they edited that out. And then when Smiley was getting carried out on the stretcher, Biggie's gonna say, "Smiley, get up!" Like, girl, she's having a seizure. She can't get up, and you're the one that helped cause it. Biggie tried to act like she made Smiley go into that seizure, but the T is Anna really did clock that. And I really do like that. I really did enjoy that part because Sapphire did go check on her, like did go check up on Smiley, but Sapphire was like, I can't really tell if she's faking or if she's not. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I can't really tell. Now, Krishan started saying that the girls were picking and choosing, and she said that she was speaking to everybody, but Lex, I guess she felt some type of way, so she started addressing Krishan specifically. And Krishan was like, "Why are you talking so directly to me?" And Lex was just like, "Because you said they didn't jump in for Summer, which means you're talking about me and Dolly." And I don't know where Dolly was. Dolly said, "I'm not in this," but Lex and Krishan was having a little back and forth, and I was just like, "This is the longest I've seen Krishan go back and forth with somebody and not hit them." Did y'all peep when Suki was like, "Who's fucking Lemmy?" And the security guard Xavier was in the back making faces, and then they gonna zoom the camera in on Big Lex. Child, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm just asking, did y'all peep that though? Clock it. Now, the next thing you know, Tink and Rolly's talking, and Tink's like, "Look, Rolly, you might have run into them bullets. I did not run into them bullets." So Tink ends up sneaking Tommy. Tommy's like, "Oh," but Tommy did say she deserved it or whatever for doing what she did. So, you know, Tommy took accountability for that. But I was like, "Ooh, ah." What Tommy say last time? "You want me to make you a star?" But Tommy said she deserved it. So, hey, kudos to you, Tommy. Kudos to you. Now, Mariah ends up taking a fave for Tasiki. Not necessarily for Tasiki, but it's like how many more times is Tasiki going to be able to just, like, Summer is not backing out. So Mariah ends up taking that fave for Tasiki and fight Summer. And honestly, it was a tie. Like, it wasn't really much going on. It was similar to Biggie and Smiley. But it was a tie. Like, I feel like Mariah's definitely learning some things too, especially since she's been gone. I don't know if she's been training. I don't know if she's been in the gym, but she's definitely been learning some things. Now, Rolly says that she wants to speak to Tanisha. Next thing you know, all the bad girls are like, Tanisha. Rolly wants to speak to you. And I'm like, oh, shit. It's about to go down. Here we go. Y'all. The way Tanisha was like, what Rolly want to speak to me for? With her eyes, like, her head was on a swivel since she hopped out the sprinter. She like, what? What's T? Huh? Y'all. When Rolly walked up to Tanisha, you saw Sarah, Kat, Judy. Bitch, they was in there. Kat's face was like, "Rolly, I dare you. I dare you to swing on my good sis." Y'all already saw how I had to jump in and snatch Bree wig off because she played with my sis Natalie when Natalie wasn't even there. But imagine playing with my good sis Tanisha in her face. And low key, I think Rolly low key, which I think, like, I think Rolly knew that if she hit Tanisha, the bad girls were going to unite and jump her ass. Like, no tea, no shade at all. That's just what it was going to be. Like, do y'all think otherwise? Like, Judy would have surprised me if she would have hopped in. I know Sarah and I know Kat was definitely on go. Like, yeah. And then out of nowhere, Krishan just pops up and she's telling Tanisha, like, "Oh, yeah, you need this check. And I'm sitting here like, Krishan, didn't you just beg Lemmy for money that you technically don't even deserve because he already paid you for coming, then you left the show?" It's like, how you gonna tell one girl they need a check, but you here because you need a child? At this point, is God on one shoulder, demon on the other, because woo, she's fighting a battle. She's fighting a battle, and it's unfortunate. It's whatever. So let me call a meeting with the cast, and he pretty much let it be known, like, y'all gonna be seeing Natalie less. Natalie did have that situation where she had to go to her security guard's funeral, but he was like, you guys are gonna be seeing her less. And he's looking for some new girls to co-host, to lead the show. I'm like, oh, Dolly said it could be her. Biggie said it's a couple girls. And by a couple, she mean a couple. And I'm just like, well, Biggie, it's not you. But I'm just like, oh, so things are taking a turn. At this point, I'm ready for chapter 2. Child, do y'all really think Natalie, I'm not going to say is getting replaced, but do y'all really think someone's going to step up? I think Diamond the Body would have been good, honestly. I mean, she had her own strip club. She had a lot of her own businesses. I feel like she would have been good. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But whoever runs it better run it, okay? Clock that T. Don't let baddies be the downfall. Like, low key, Tanisha might come back. Like, whatever. Scotty ends up telling the rest of the girls that she's pregnant, and Lex got a stank face or whatever. I feel like a lot of the exposing stuff that's been going on is just like kind of like confirmation. I feel like a lot of stuff might be true, but Lex came on her confessional. She was just like, she hasn't made up with Scotty at that point. So it was just like, why would she be happy? But it's just like, girl, it's just a happy moment. Like, it's just the moment of happiness. Like, I don't know. You can't tell nobody how to feel. But like, that's what's up. Congratulations, bitch. It's like, our stuff is TV, but at the end of the day, you got a real life situation going on. You're pregnant. Congratulations. Like, that's how I would have been. Now, Tink's still wearing this whole coke killer hat the whole time and sending me, y'all. I just wanted to say that. Like, Tink's a troll. Tink is a troll. That's why Tink's a troll. I love Tink. I don't feel like she does too much. Let me just say that. But she's definitely a troll. Now, the scene cuts and it says Tasiki versus Krishan and Marsh. I don't really know what they're arguing about. I guess it's because Marsh is there. Krishan ends up saying, like, Tasiki's putting on an act. She feels like it's a setup. They were just all just together, so she don't know why Tasiki's acting like that. We'll have to wait to see what the upcoming episodes are like to where Tasiki and Marsh ended up fighting to actually see what's tea, because Tasiki and Krishan were just together in the scene before, uppercutting and checking bitches, and now they're fighting. So I don't know. That family stuff is really, really tricky. Then DJ Scott come in the scene, like, she said she's gonna always have Krishan's back, and I'm like, right now Krishan's beefing with Tasiki. So now we get into the sprinter, and it's Dolly versus Tink. Now apparently, I don't know what this fight particularly was about based on the scene, but it's just like Dolly was saying that Tink was supposed to be cool with them, and then on camera she acted a certain way, and then Tink brought up the situation with the sit down with Diamond the Body and was like, don't you remember when Dolly's hand was messed up, and she said we can catch that fade afterwards. So it's like it was a long overdue fade, plus Tink threw the water in Dolly's face, or the liquor in Dolly's face when she was fighting Tasiki. So it was a long overdue fight, but y'all, Dolly got that. Like, I'm not saying that's the whole fight, but Dolly got that. Dolly ate that. No, Tink, you lost. Dolly ate that. We get into next week, y'all. And of course, we see Miss Natalie Nunn herself. We know when she saw that Lemmy was about to keep going, the show must go on. She brought her tail back to set because, baby, Natalie, you gotta love Natalie. I ain't gonna lie. Natalie is hilarious. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Natalie is funny. Next week we have some fights. We have Dolly versus Tink. We have Dolly telling Summer to mind her business. Now somebody got their braid snatched out, and I want to know who. Who was it? Can somebody tell me who got their braid snatched out? Because they got scalped, and I'm also starting to see where the big three fallout is now. It seems like Summer is just not letting up. Summer is not minding her business. Summer is in too deep, and Lex is telling her to shut the fuck up. Rolly is telling her to shut the fuck up. Everybody at this point is over Summer. And now I'm starting to see where the downfall of the big three has came in. We also get Tasiki versus Summer again. Right. No, I remember. Yeah, Tasiki versus Summer again. And then we get Krishan versus Tasiki. It's like an argument. Tasiki is hurt. Listen, they both got some stuff they just need to get over with. Apparently, they talked about it behind the scenes, and that's why they were even able to come in together last episode. They have some stuff that they need to get over. Tasiki don't want to fight Krishan. Krishan don't want to fight Tasiki. Listen, talk about it, ladies. Actually talk about it and not move on and then come back to it. And then move on, then come back to it, and stop letting non-family or even family, stop letting people come between y'all. Period. Rock, Krishan, if you know that Tasiki don't want to be around Marsh, don't bring Marsh around. Even if it's a thing where, well, Tasiki's cool with her this minute, just don't bring Marsh around when you with Tasiki. Period. Unless Tasiki says invite Marsh, leave Marsh where she at. And it's no shade, no disrespect to Marsh. It's just, what can we do to solve these issues instead of escalating these issues? Anyway, y'all, Tony Blaze, Baddies USA episode 2 review. I'm going to be doing these reviews. Tell me, guys, how you like it. Make sure you guys stream my music and tell me what other shows you guys want me to review. I know we're at the end of all the shows. If you know, you know, reunions, all that stuff. But I do want to start doing that. So, guys, let me know. Tony Blaze, I'm out. Love you guys. Bye.
Act like you know. Jordan's Clubhouse, see the one, we don't go. Bitch, respect my name. Made it far up in the game. I'm a OG. You niggas is some lames. Go against Blaze. I'ma put you up in flames. I ain't playing with you, pussy nigga. Bitch, respect my name. Tony, who? Tony Blaze. Bitch, stop playing on my motherfucking name. Naughty, boo, that's Ray. Next time you see me, I bet you know